This screencast is designed to address the completion of the in-class essay that is going to be used to avoid the use of AI. You can use AI if you want to use it to tweak your writing. However, you will not be able to use this in class, and this essay will be completed in class on paper. You want to follow the directions here, locate the prompt, which means whichever prompt you are working on for that particular marking period. Let's say it's this one, 1950s and the 60s, the struggle to end segregation. You should prepare for this assignment the same way you would prepare for this essay if you were completing it and turning it in online or using paper. The expectation is still the same. Locate your sources, outline your essay. Point 2 is telling you to do everything you would do if you were turning in this essay. I have to stress that point once again. You want to use the rubric. This is what you should be preparing for, but you are not going to be scored using this rubric. You are just using this rubric as your guide as you prepare for your understanding of your topic. On the class due date, you will print out your sources. So here's your sources. You cannot use anything from chat, any AI. They just need to be the approved sources, whether they're PDFs or primary sources. You will bring hard copies of these sources as you are writing your in-class essay. I will look through these sources just to verify that there is nothing that is submitted or being used that could qualify for cheating. You are also going to be asked to bring in your essay. So again, the expectation is you are writing this essay using the guidelines from the rubric if you were turning in that particular essay. When you come in on the due date, I am going to change the prompt a little bit. What that means is this prompt right here, if you're writing about 1950s and the 60s, the struggle to end segregation, if you answered this prompt, did the research, and you wrote your essay, you should still be able to come into class and produce an essay utilizing your understanding of your particular topic. In class, your sources will be reviewed. You will write your essay on a different, but for the most part, it's going to be a similar prompt. And then you are going to turn into the teacher your paper essay with your actual handwriting on it. That will then be followed by the actual essay that you typed at home, because you are asked to still write this essay at home, but I'm only going to be scoring this essay. And then you are bringing in your sources. Let's just say you have 3 PDFs, and the PDFs are 10 pages long. If you cite page 2, I'm only asking you to include page 2. You are asked to use a minimum of 3 sources. So the page that you are citing in your sources, the one page, the section of the writing you are citing, and then you have your 3 sources. So this would have been page 1, page 3, page 2. And on the due date, you will be turning in what looks like here 5 pages. Your handwritten essay in class, the one you typed at home, and then a 1-page copy of the sources that you cited. So it is on you to come into class with your sources. When you're looking at the rubric, you also need to follow these sentence guidelines. You are not turning in less or more than 12 sentences. And you want to follow this guideline. This is going to force you to understand your topic. Here we have the thesis. Here we have the essay context. Here's a sample of it, of what you're asked to do. And then it's your first source. If you follow this structure, sentence 1 is your thesis, sentence 2 to 3 is your essay context, and then you go source analysis. I want to see 1 sentence, your source that's supporting your thesis, and then 2 sentences of analysis. And then you repeat, because you do have to have 3 sources. And for the most part, the rubric is the same as the rubric that's being used for these essays here. I have taken out some areas. You are going to be scored on your thesis, So if you get a poor thesis, everybody's starting with 100. You get a poor thesis, that's a -4. Now you have your sources. I'm looking at your sources. Let's just say, you get a 3, a 4, and a 2. That's on each source. You need to bring in the source. You need to know your topic. At this point, 4, 8, 9, 10, we're looking at a 13-point deduction. We're going to be looking at your flow. Do you introduce your sources? And then all of these additional deductions. And then this will count as an essay that forces you to understand your topic and guarantees that AI will not be used to cheat and write an essay that you should be writing anyway on your own. Good luck.